Hey guys, Miss Brooklyn here. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. In this video, I'm taking you through my 3-day meal prep that I did for my 30 pounds in 30 days weight loss challenge. This meal prep focuses on low carb and keto lifestyle. I'm going to take you through everything I made and ate for the next 3 days. And I'm also going to show you how I pack my foods for the day in my meal prep carrier bag from Jack's Fitness, but I'll talk to you more about that in the video. In the meantime, let's just get started. I'm gonna start this meal prep off with some wings, and it is some spicy sweet mango barbecue wings. I made it in the oven. I'm starting off with approximately 2.5 pounds of wings. I have the drumettes and the flats here, and I'm going to season it. I'm using all low sodium seasonings. I'll leave them down below in the description box and the amounts that I use. If you want to follow it, you can. I already cleaned and prepped my chicken. You can do what you want in your kitchen. I choose to clean and prep, really don't care what people say. For the most part, my wings are pretty much dry. I pat them dry, and I'm using all dry rubs for this because I want the dry rubs to bake into the wings nice and crispy. Of course, I'm using lots of heat, and because I would like to control my sodium, I do not use any seasonings that have actual salt in it. I like to add my own because I do watch my sodium. So I use a lot of herbs and fresh spices more than anything when it comes to my kitchen. That's pretty much it. I gave it a nice toss, and now I'm going to bake it. To bake it, I'm using a non-stick cookie sheet or cooking tray or whatever. I'm going to spray it lightly with some coconut oil, and this is all natural coconut oil, and I'm just going to add my wings to it, and I'm going to space it out a little bit because I don't want them sticking together, and I'm going to bake them for approximately 15 minutes on 385 Fahrenheit, and at the 15-minute mark, I'm going to double check it. If it's not to my liking of readiness, I'm going to let it bake some more. This is approximately at the 20-minute mark, and if you want, you can go ahead and let this cook all the way through for approximately 30 minutes in the oven. It'll be nice, crispy, and very flavorful. But I'm adding the barbecue sauce to this, and this is just low calorie, low carb barbecue sauce. I will leave the barbecue sauce that I'm using in the description box if you're looking for a healthy alternative. I'm going to put it back in the oven for approximately 5 to 8 minutes, and when it's done, it should look like this. Keep in mind, this meal prep was for 2. It was for my man and I, and it was 2 servings for each of us. Each serving contained 4 wings, 2 drumettes, and 2 flats. Next up, I'm making red snapper fillets. I went to my local fish market and I got some wild red snapper fish. I made them fillet my red snapper, meaning they took all the bones out, they cut off the head and the tail and sliced it fillet style. Duh. As you guys can see, this is some gorgeous, beautiful red snapper. It was fresh, and you can go to your local fish market to get you some red snapper. I bought 2 red snappers, and that made 4 fillets. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze 1 whole lemon on it because I want the freshness of the lime. Excuse me. I'm gonna add a little bit of low sodium all base seasoning spice to this. Again, I like to use low sodium or no sodium salt added spices because I want to control it. Next up, I'm adding parsley and onion powder, and I'm going to add a hint of fresh black pepper and fresh pink Himalayan sea salt. Again, the description box will have the seasonings and the amounts of the seasoning I use. I'm going to give it a mix, and then I'm going to take it over to my non-stick pan. I added a cap full of coconut oil, but then I changed my mind and switched over to some vegan butter. Now, I'm using vegan butter because I like the taste. If you are on keto, you can use grass-fed butter. It's very good also if you're doing a ketosis lifestyle. But I'm just using vegan butter, and I use 1.5 tablespoons for cooking my fillets in. I'm going to cook it on each side for approximately 3 to 4 minutes until it crisps up, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. To the remainder of the seasoning that was left on the plate, I added about 1/4 cup of water, a tablespoon of white wine, and just good white wine. I'm adding onions and peppers and 1 more tablespoon of butter, and then I'm gonna place it in the oven for approximately 8 minutes to finish cooking. When it's done, it should look like this. And again, this was 4 servings of fillets. Each person got a fillet, so it was 2 fillets for me and 2 fillets for my man. And we divvied it up. It was all the proper portion size. Again, portion control is very important. So next up, I'm making some salmon steaks. I made something like this similar on my channel before. I'll link it down below. So I have some salmon steaks. I don't know the size or the amount of the salmon steaks. I just went to my local fish market, like I said. I just know that each salmon steak was big enough to make 2 servings each. I'm using real crab, I'm using real shrimp, and I'm using onions, bell peppers, and green and red bell peppers. To some room temperature butter, I'm adding low sodium Old Bay seasoning spice to this. I'll leave the spices I use down below in the description box and the measurement, and you can follow along with the video if you want to recreate this. But I'm adding low sodium Old Bay spice, I'm adding onion powder, and I'm adding dried parsley. I recommend using fresh parsley. Ironically, I forgot to buy fresh parsley. And also, please feel free to use dill in this recipe if you would like. Dill would be really good, or even some capers, some black pepper, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and some fresh garlic. I'm gonna give it a good mix, and then I'm gonna spread this mixture over my salmon. Now for my salmon, I went ahead and I rinsed my salmon off, washed it, and I wanted to get the taste, you know, freshness to it. So I'm gonna squeeze some lime over it, and then I'm going to spread the butter mixture over it, which is the actual seasoning for these salmons. What I like about this is that the salmon steaks and the skin on it allows it to crisp up in the oven. It's gonna be good. I prefer the fillet, but salmon steaks are just as good. The skin is gonna crisp up in the oven. The lump crab is gonna be amazing on this. You guys are so good. You will have some of the butter mixture left over because you don't need too much of it. You're gonna have some left over. I added it to the lump crab mixture, which you'll see in a minute. So for the lump crab mixture, I'm just gonna add the shrimp. Like I said, it was only a couple of pieces of shrimp. You don't need much because you chop it up, and it was jumbo shrimps. I'm gonna add my lump crab that I got from my local grocery store. It is real crab meat, use real crab meat, and the remainder of the butter and herb mixture. I'm gonna add more garlic to this, a little bit more onion powder, and I'm going to add 3 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. Once again, if you have fresh parsley, go ahead and add fresh parsley to this. Give this a good mix, and then we're going to top our salmon with it. And it should look something like this with the cream cheese, mixed oil, and everything looking good. I'm gonna spray my cooking sheet, once again, my nonstick cooking pan, and I'm gonna add my fillets to it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and top it. Now the lump crab mixture made 4 servings, so you will have left over, or you can just get 4 salmons. Again, I don't know how big the salmons are or how many ounces they were. Don't ask me. You guys are gonna ask me. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in a 380 Fahrenheit oven for approximately 12 minutes. After the 12-minute mark, I'm gonna put it under the broiler for another 3 minutes to let the top broil and get crispy. And when it's done, it should look like this. So good. So good. Again, this recipe is already on my channel. Like, I really do have this recipe on my channel. I'm moving on to my vegetables. I'm making some sauteed broccoli and zucchini. This is with every protein I have, these are the sides I will eat. Like I said, it's supposed to be very low carb and keto friendly. So to this, I'm adding a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon of vegan butter. I'm adding some minced garlic and minced onions, and then I'm gonna toss my broccoli in. I'm going to saute it for about 2 minutes, and after the 2 2 to 3 minutes. After the 2 to 3 minutes mark, I'm going to toss in my zucchini, and I'm gonna put a lid on it and let it steam for another 3 minutes. And that's my veggies. I did 2 batches of this because we're eating broccoli and zucchini with every meal. Alright, so this is everything that I made for the next 3 days for my man and I on our weight loss journey and our challenge for 30 pounds in 30 days of low carb and keto friendly for you all that is following the ketosis lifestyle, because I know a lot of my subscribers are currently doing ketosis. So as you guys can see, I have my Jack's Fitness containers in the back ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and meal prep them. I only solely use Jack's Fitness meal prep containers. They're the only containers you will see in my videos because everything is automatically portion controlled and sized up for me. The measurements are there. Everything is already laid out for me to follow. It makes it easy. I recently were gifted these 2 Jack's Fitness meal prep bags. I have the tote for myself, and Jay has the Jack's Fit Pack meal prep bag with the shoulder strap. So in these bags are perfect for us. If you guys don't know, I just currently signed up for the gym. I'm no longer working out at home. I now go to the gym to work out. I love these bags because not only they are meal prep bags, but they're also like real bags. You can stuff your gym workout clothes, your towels, and everything you need in the actual bag and still have your foods in a whole nother compartment, kept fresh and safe. And of course, you get a 24-ounce Jack's Active shaker bottle, which I love. I love the new design. It's so freaking, like, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous looking. You get 6 leak-proof portion control containers. Again, portion control containers, 6 of them. So you get 4 2-cup containers and 2 1-cup containers. You get 1 large ice pack to keep the food fresh. This commuter bag is perfect for Jay. He packs everything he needs to go to the gym with in the actual bag compartment, and he's able to pack his food in the actual food compartment. And let me just show you my tote. For me, I have the commuter tote, and I love it because it's ladylike. Like, it's gorgeous, you know, beautiful hand straps, beautiful compartment that I can put my gym clothes in, my towel, or whatever I need, and then store my food as well. So once again, you get the same amount of containers, 6 leak-proof containers, 4 2-cups, and then you get the 2 1-cup containers, and also you get the Jack's Active shaker bottle and the ice pack to keep the food fresh. So like I mentioned, for me it's perfect and it's stylish. I love how stylish the bag is. Like, I really don't even need a handbag anymore. I do have a discount code with Jack's Fitness. You can use the discount code to get money off of your purchase if you want. I do not get commission off of the sales made. Everything you need to know is down below in the description box. So here we go. Everything is now placed in the containers, ready to go. Everything is nice and neat, portioned out for myself and for Jay. And the last thing that I'm going to do is get my snacks together. For snacks, I'm eating lower carb fruits. I'm eating cantaloupe melons, and I'm also eating cherries. I did have watermelon as well. If you have not seen my last video where I talked about my 30 pounds in 30 days weight loss challenge, I will link it down below in the description box. Everything you need to know about this challenge is in that video. I won't answer any questions on this video about it because I made a full video about it. You can check out the description box and link yourself to that video and watch it if you want more details on that. But yep, this is everything we are having for the next 3 days. I only prepped lunch and dinner and snacks. Breakfast will always have a protein shake. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me here on Miss Brooklyn's journey. Like I said, the description box is your best friend. Everything you need to know will be down below. If you like this video, make sure you thumbs it up for me, share it on social media, follow me on social media. If you have any questions that I did not already answer in this video, go ahead and leave it down below. Comment below what you're eating on your 30-day challenge or in your keto lifestyle, low carb lifestyle. Leave some recipes and inspiration down below for me. And I love you all. I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye. Welcome.